everyone. Today we will discuss about addition of polynomials. But before we go on with our discussion, do not forget to share this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit the notification bell. So for today's discussion for addition of polynomials, so we have to review about the rule for addition of integers or addition of signed numbers. So for addition of integers, we have two rules. So say for example, if we are adding two integers with like signs or with common signs, we add their absolute value and copy the common sign. So for example, we have here negative 8 plus negative 7. So we are adding two integers with like signs, or we are adding two signed numbers with like signs which are negative. So we add their absolute value, 8 plus 7, it is equal to 15. Then we copy the common sign. So the common sign is negative. So therefore, the sum is negative 15. Now for example, if we have here negative 12 plus 8, so equals, again, if we are adding two integers with different sign, we subtract their absolute value and copy the sign of the number with the greater absolute value. So 12 minus 8, we have here 4. Then we copy the sign of negative 12 because negative 12 has the greater absolute value. So we have negative 4. So another example, say we have here, we have negative 7 plus 16 plus negative 2. So first, we have to add these two. So negative 7 plus 16. So we add one at a time. So we have here different signs. So subtract their absolute value. So 16 minus 7, so it is equal to 9. Then we follow the sign of 16 because 16 has the greater absolute value, and the sign of it is positive. So the answer is positive 9 plus negative 2. So we have here 9 plus negative 2. Again, they have different sign. So one is positive, the other one is negative. So we subtract their absolute value and copy the sign of the number with the greater absolute value. So we have here 9 minus 2, which is equal to 7. Then this will be positive because 9 has the greater absolute value than negative 2. Okay? So we have here positive 7. Now, we also have to consider similar terms in addition of polynomials. So take note that we can only add polynomials if they are similar terms. So what are these similar terms? So when we say similar terms, these are terms having the same literal coefficient. So say for example, we have here 4x squared y and negative 5x squared y. So these two terms here are similar terms because they have same literal coefficient. So what are we talking about today? Literal coefficient. So this is the literal coefficient. The variables with the exponent, okay? The factors in a given term wherein it is indicated the variables with their corresponding exponent. So we have here literal coefficient x squared y, and we also have here the other term with a literal coefficient of x squared y. So if they have the same literal coefficient, so therefore these two are similar terms. So take note that we can only add polynomials which are similar terms. So these two, we can add these two. So later, we will discuss how to add it. Okay? So let us have more examples. So say we have here negative 10 xyz and negative 2 xyz. So they are similar terms because they have same literal coefficient. So the literal coefficients is xyz. So we also have xyz here. So therefore, these two terms here are similar terms. But if we have the similar terms, so we cannot add these two terms. So say for example, we have here 2x squared y cubed. And we have other one, 5x cubed y squared. So these two terms here are dissimilar. Why? Because in the first term, we only have the literal coefficient, which is x squared y cubed. And the other one, we have here x cubed y squared. So if you notice, although they have the same variables, but with this variable, they differ in exponents. So therefore, these two terms here are dissimilar. Now let us have the rules in adding polynomials. So the first one, we have to arrange the polynomial in descending order. So what do we mean by descending order? It means that the each term in a given polynomial will be arranged depending to its degree from highest to lowest. So say for example, we have here 2x plus 5x squared minus 3x cubed plus 7. So this is an example of a polynomial. If we're going to arrange it in the decreasing order or descending order, so we will write first the term with the highest degree of a term. So we have here negative 3x cubed. Take note that if we are going to rearrange it, we will copy the sign before the term. So if this is subtraction, it means that the sign of this term is negative. So we have negative 3x cubed. So we will write it as negative 3x cubed. And then followed by positive 5x squared. So descending, positive 5x squared. Then followed by 2x. So we have positive 2x and then positive 7. Take note that we don't have a positive sign here. So if it is in the first term of a given polynomial, no need to write positive sign if it is positive. But if we are going to rewrite it in the middle, so we need to indicate the sign of this term. So because we have to separate 2x from 5x squared. So that's why it will become negative 3x cubed plus 5x squared plus 2x plus 7. So this is how we arrange the polynomial in descending order. Now, for the second rule, we have group terms which are similar. So we already reviewed what are similar terms. So we will group the similar terms so that we can add these terms. And then number 3, add the numerical coefficients applying the rules in addition of integers and copy the literal coefficient. So that's why we also review the rules for the addition of integers because we will need it when we add polynomials. And what are we talking about? Numerical coefficients. So say for example, we have here 3x squared y squared. So in this given term, x squared y squared is the literal coefficient and 3 is the numerical coefficient. Okay? So we will use all of these rules when we add polynomials. So let us have example. We have here example number 1. We have to add 4x cubed minus 2x plus 5 and 7 plus 5x cubed plus 4x minus x squared. So we have to write the given polynomial in its standard form or in decreasing order, the degree of each term, and then we group them according to their similar terms. Okay, so let us write first the polynomial with the higher degree. So we have here 7 plus 5x cubed plus 4x minus x squared. So the degree of this is 3. For 4x squared minus 2x plus 5, the degree of this is 2. So let us arrange first the given polynomial with the highest degree or the higher degree. Okay? So we have here 7 plus 5x cubed plus 4x minus x squared. So we will rewrite, we have first 5x cubed. So what I've said, if it will be written in the first term, so no need to write positive if the given sign of the term is positive or plus. Then followed by negative x squared or minus x squared. So we have here minus x squared or negative x squared. Then followed by positive 4x and then positive 7. So this is now arranged in descending order. So we have here 3, 2, 1, then 0 ang degree if it is a constant term. Now, let us add 4x squared minus 2x plus 5. And we group each term of this polynomial to its similar term in our 5x cubed minus x squared plus 4x plus 7. So we have here 4x squared. So where are we going to write it? Okay, in the same order with negative x squared. So we write it vertically. So we will write it below negative x squared because it is similar to negative x squared. So 4x squared is similar with negative x squared. So we have here positive 4x squared. How about negative 2x? So it is similar to positive 4x. So we will write negative 2x below positive 4x because they are similar terms. So negative 2x. Then we have here positive 5. So this is a constant term. So therefore, we will rewrite it below the constant term 7. So we have here positive 5. So we arrange the given terms of the polynomial vertically and to its similar term. So we have now here 5x cubed minus x squared plus 4x plus 7 plus 4x squared minus 2x plus 5. So we add it. Okay? So if there's no term below this 5x cubed, so we just write it down. So 5x cubed. Then we have here negative x squared plus positive 4x squared. So if it is negative x squared, it means that the numerical coefficient of negative x squared is negative 1. So if there is no number before the literal coefficient, the number is 1. It means that the number is 1. So we have here a negative sign, so therefore, it is negative 1. So negative 1 plus positive 4. So what is negative 1 plus positive 4? So it is positive 3, following the rules for addition of integers. So negative 1 plus 4 is positive 3. Then we just copy the literal coefficient, which is x squared. So the answer will be positive 3x squared. We always write the sign of the term if it is written in the middle. Okay? So positive 3x squared. Now we have here positive 4x plus negative 2x. So the numerical coefficient for this term is positive 4 and the numerical coefficient for the second term is negative 2. So what is positive 4 plus negative 2? So positive 4 plus negative 2 is positive 2. Then we just copy the literal coefficient, which is x. So we just copy the literal coefficient. Now what we have here, positive 7 plus positive 5. So the answer is positive 12. So we add them because they have same sign. So positive plus positive. So we add 7 and 5, which is 12. So positive 12. Now we have this sum for this given addition of polynomials. So we have here 5x cubed plus 3x squared plus 2x plus 12. Now let's go to the second example here. So we are given here 8x to the fourth minus 4x squared plus 1 and 5x cubed minus 4x squared minus 7. So if you notice, the given polynomials is already arranged in decreasing or descending order. We have here 4, 2, then 0. We have here 3, 2, and then 0. But if you notice, we have here a degree, okay, lower than 4, which is 3. We also have a degree of 3 here. So therefore, if we're going to rewrite it vertically, so we will have a blank space for the degree of 3. So let us rewrite it. We have your 8x to the 4th, then space, then we have your negative 4x squared plus 1. So we put a space here because we have a degree of 3 in our second polynomial. So we will write it here, 5x cubed, so that we can rewrite negative 4x squared to the same term, which is negative 4x squared. So negative 4x squared. Then we have your constant term. Then we also have a constant term here. So negative 7. Then we add it. So since we don't have another addends here, so we just bring down 8x to the 4th. Then also we have your 5x cubed, and there's no a degree of 3 in our first polynomial, so we just bring it down. And of course, if we bring it down, so do not forget that the sign of this is positive, so we always write positive. Okay, so do not forget to write positive sign or plus sign to indicate that 8x to the 4th and 5x cubed are different terms. Okay, to group them. So, positive 5x cubed. Then we have your negative 4 plus negative 4. So, if they have common sign, so we add their absolute value, 4 plus 4, which is 8, then copy the common sign. So, negative 8. Then we just copy the literal coefficient, which is x squared. Then what is positive 1 plus negative 7? So they have different signs, so we subtract. 7 minus 1 is 6. Then we follow the sign of negative 7 because negative 7 has the greater absolute value. So the answer is negative 6. Now we have this answer for the addition of 8x to the 4th minus 4x squared plus 1 and 5x cubed minus 4x squared minus 7, which is 8x to the 4th plus 5x cubed minus 8x squared minus 6. Let us discuss the answer and the solution for example number 3. So we are given here to add negative 2x cubed y plus 5x squared y squared minus 3 and 5x cubed y plus 1 minus 7x squared y squared. So if we are going to arrange it in descending order, we always look at the first variable in a given polynomial. Arrange alphabetically. So we have your x. So we will see to it that we will arrange the polynomial according to the degree of the variable x. So we have your 3, we have your 2, and then we have your 0. So we will have the first term as negative 2x cubed y because we have the greater exponent for x here in this term. So we have here negative 2x cubed y plus followed by positive 5x squared y squared minus 3. Then add. So let us arrange. So we have here 5x cubed y. So it is similar to negative 2x cubed y. So we will rewrite it vertically under negative 2x cubed y. So we have here 5x cubed y. Then we have here 5x squared y squared. So the similar term with this is negative 7x squared y. So we write it vertically below 5x squared y squared because they are similar terms. So we have your negative 7x squared y squared. And this is a constant term. So we will rewrite below negative 3 vertically. So positive 1. So we have positive 1. And then let's add. So we have your negative 2x cubed y plus 5x cubed y. So we add their numerical coefficient, negative 2 plus positive 5 or negative 2 plus 5. So since they have different sign, so we subtract their absolute value, 5 minus 2, we have 3. And copy the sign of 5 because 5 has the greater absolute value. Then we just affix or copy the literal coefficient. So x cubed y. Now for positive 5 plus negative 7, so again they have different signs, so we subtract. 7 minus 5, we have 2. And then we follow the sign of negative 7 because negative 7 has the greater absolute value. So negative 2. Then we just copy the literal coefficient, x squared, y squared. Then what is negative 3 plus positive 1? So again, they have different sign. So we subtract 3 minus 1, which is 2. Then we follow the sign of negative 3. So negative, because negative 3 has the greater absolute value. So negative 2. So for our answer, in number 3 example, we have here 3x cubed y minus 2x squared y squared minus 2. Okay? So now let us proceed to our example number 4. So we are given here 5 plus 27y cubed minus 10y squared. And negative 3y cubed plus 8y squared plus 4. So if you notice, these two polynomials here have the same degree, which is 3. So we can now arrange the first polynomial, okay, in decreasing or descending order of the degree for each term. So we will have 27y cubed followed by negative 10y squared. Then we have the constant term positive 5. So this is positive. So we will put a positive sign here because we are grouping it from negative 10y squared, separating it from negative 10y squared. So we have here plus 5. Then plus, so we arrange negative 3y cubed plus 8y squared plus 4 to its similar terms vertically. So we have here negative 3y cubed, so it is the same with 27y cubed, so we will write it below here. So we have negative 3y cubed. Then we have here positive 8y squared, so it is similar with negative 10y squared, so we will align it vertically with negative 10y squared. So we have here positive 8y squared. Then this is a constant term, and positive 5 is a constant term, so we will align it vertically with positive 5. So we have positive 4. Then we proceed to addition. So positive 27 plus negative 3. So they have different sign. Subtract. So 27 minus 3 is 24. So 27 has the greater absolute value and it is positive. So we follow the sign of 27 positive. Then we just copy the literal coefficient y cubed. Now for negative 10y squared plus positive 8y squared, so what is negative 10 plus positive 8? So they have different signs, subtract. So 10 minus 8 is 2. Then we follow the sign of negative 10 because negative 10 has a greater absolute value. So negative 2. Then we copy the literal coefficient, which is y squared. Then positive 5 plus positive 4. So they have same sign. So we add them and then affix the common sign, which is positive. So 5 plus 4 is 9. So therefore, the sum of these two polynomials is 24y cubed minus 2y squared plus 9. Okay, let us discuss example number 5. So we have here negative 12m cubed n squared and negative 13m cubed n squared. So if you notice, we are only given here monomial added by another monomial. So let us just add these two and see to it if they are similar terms. So if they are similar terms, we can add them. So we have here m cubed n squared. We also have here m cubed n squared. So we can add these two. So we have here negative 12 m cubed n squared plus negative 13 m cubed n squared. So let us add them. So negative 12 plus negative 13. So they are similar in sign. So we have to add their absolute value. So 12 plus 13 is 25. And affix the common sign, which is negative. Then copy the literal coefficient. So we have our m cubed n squared. So the sum is negative 25 m cubed n squared. But if we are given here, say for example, 2x plus 5y. So if you notice, we have here 2x and 5y. So they are dissimilar terms. So we cannot add these two because they are dissimilar. So if they are dissimilar, so we just indicate the sum of it. So as is. So if we have 2x plus 5y, so it means that the answer or the sum is also 2x plus 5y because we cannot add this 2. We cannot add 2 and 5, okay, because they have different literal coefficient. The first one is x and the other one is y, okay? Now, we are given here example number 6. So we have here 4y to the fifth minus 5y plus y to the fourth plus 3y cubed plus 7 and 3y to the fifth plus 4y cubed plus 3 plus 6y. So if you notice, they have the same degree. So we can now arrange the first polynomial in descending order. So we have here 4y to the fifth, then followed by positive y to the fourth, then followed by positive 3y cubed, then we have negative 5y plus 7. Okay? Then let us rewrite 3y to the fifth plus 4y cubed plus 3 plus 6y below this term of the first polynomial. So 3y to the fifth is the same with 4y to the fifth. So we write it, align it vertically below 4y to the fifth. So because they are similar terms. And then we have here 4y cubed. So it is similar with 3y cubed. So we aligned it vertically below 3y cubed. So positive 4y cubed. Then we have here positive 3. So we align it with positive 7. They are both constant. So we have here positive 3. Then we have here positive 6y. So it is similar with negative 5y. So we aligned it vertically with negative 5y. So we have here positive 6y. Now we can add these two polynomials. So we have here 4 plus 3. So they have same sign. So add 4 plus 3 is 7. Then copy the literal coefficient, which is y to the fifth. Then we have to bring down y to the fourth. Then positive 3 plus positive 4. So we have positive 7y. The literal coefficient is y cubed. Then negative 5 plus positive 6. So we have here positive 1. Then the literal coefficient is 1. So if the numerical coefficient is 1, so we can rewrite 1y as simply y. So it means that the numerical coefficient of here is 1. So negative 5 plus positive 6 is 1. And we affix the literal coefficient, which is y. So therefore, negative 5y plus 6y is positive y. So it means that the numerical coefficient of y here is 1. So no need to write 1 if the numerical coefficient is 1. Or if it is negative 1, so just write negative, then no need to write 1. Okay? Then positive 7 plus positive 3, we have positive 10. So therefore, the sum of these two polynomials is 7y to the fifth plus y to the fourth plus 7y cubed plus y plus 10. Okay, let us apply addition in problem solving. So we have here an example. Solve this problem. So the length of the rectangle is 2x squared plus 3x minus 4. And the width is 6x plus 5. So what is the perimeter of the rectangle? So if we're going to add this, if we're going to solve this problem, so we need to get the correct formula in finding the perimeter of the rectangle. Okay? So we have here the formula, which is twice the sum of the length and the width. So let us substitute the given value. So we have here 2 times the length is 2x squared. So let us use the grouping symbol bracket. It means that we have to multiply it by 2. So we have here 2x squared plus 3x minus 4 plus our width, which is 6x plus 5. So I just use bracket symbol because I use the parentheses to separate the length and the width. So that's why I use the bracket symbol for multiplication. So we have here 2 times, so let us get the sum of 2x squared plus 3x minus 4 and 6x plus 5. So let us solve here. So this polynomial is arranged already in descending order, or what we call the standard form. So we have here 2x squared plus 3x minus 4 plus the width, which is 6x plus 5. So we rewrite 6x below 3x because they are similar. So positive 6x. Then we have here positive 5. So we write it below negative 4 because they are both constant. So they are similar terms. So positive 5. So we just bring down 2x squared. Then positive 3x plus positive 6x. So 3 plus 6, we have positive 9. Then copy the literal coefficient, which is x. Then negative 4 plus positive 5. So we have positive 1. Okay? So therefore, the sum of the length and the width is 2x squared plus 9x plus 1. So we have to write it here. 2x squared plus 9x plus 1. So we need to multiply it by 2 or make it twice. So it means that we have to get twice of 2x squared plus 9x plus 1. Meaning we have to add 2x squared to itself. 2x squared plus 2x squared is 4x squared. Then positive 9x plus positive 9x, or 2 times 9. So we have 18x. Then positive 1 plus positive 1, for positive 2 times positive 1, we have positive 2. So therefore, the perimeter of the rectangle having the length, which is 2x squared plus 3x minus 4, and the width, which is 6x plus 5, is 4x squared plus 18x plus 2. So I hope you understand how to add polynomials. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and